ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
उपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तं न विदुः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिधरे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तु ते
भये
भयेभ्यस्ताहिनो
पाहिनो
देवी
देवी
दुर्गे देवी
देवी
नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते
रोगान् शेषान् पहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि
शेषानपहंसि तुष्टा
तुष्टा
तुष्टातु
तुष्टातु
कामान्
कामान्
सकलानभीष्टान्
सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां
विपन्नराणाम्
त्वामाश्रिता याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधाशमनं
सर्वबाधाशमनम् त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे
सर्वस्वरूपे
सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तु ते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो
भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो
देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते
रोगान् शेषान् पहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा तुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वबाधाप्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
ॐ
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
ॐ जुं सः
ॐ जुंसः
पूर्वा भाद्रपदनक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातानाम्
पूर्वा भाद्रपदनक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातानाम्
श्रीविदितात्मानन्द सरस्वती यतीन्द्राणाम्
श्रीविदितात्मानन्द सरस्वती यतीन्द्राणाम्
पालय पालय
पालय
पालय
मृत्योर्मोचय मोचय
मृत्योर्मोचय मोचय
रोगान्नाशय नाशय
रोगान्नाशय
आयुर्वर्धय वर्धय
आयुर्वर्धय वर्धय
सहजुम ओम
सहजम्
उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
ॐ जुं सः
ॐ जुं सः
पूर्वा भाद्रपदनक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातानाम्
पूर्वाभाद्रपदनक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातानाम्
श्रीविदितात्मानन्दसरस्वती यतीन्द्राणाम्
श्रीविदितानन्द सरस्वती यतीन्द्राणाम्
पालय पालय
पालय
मृत्योर्मोचय मोचय
मृत्युर्मोचय
रोगान्नाशय नाशय
रोगान्नाशय
आयुर्वर्धय वर्धय
आयुर्वर्धय
सहजुम् ॐ
सहजम् ॐ
उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
Swaminiji,
Yes.
if you want to chant for anybody, same style, means nakshatra.
This is specific, this mantra, all this Rashi and Nakshatra, is specific for Swamiji. But you can add, I don't know, whatever, we can add, I think,
We add and same means lines, whatever we can chant.
Yeah, but at the line of Shri Swami Viditatmanda Saraswati Yatindranam, what you put that you should know. Because here we are using what that person is, we don't know. No? We have to put one line according to that person.
Only name, we can't put name.
But still you have to check. Okay, yeah. Mattah parataran nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya Mayi sarvamidam protam Sutre manigana iva Rasohamapsu kaunteya Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho Pranavas sarva vedeshu Shabdah ke paurushan drushu Punyo gandhah prithivyancha Tejaschasmi vibhavasau Jivanam sarva bhuteshu Tapaschasmi tapasvishu.
Tapasya tapasvishu.
Bijam mam sarva bhutanam.
Bijam mam sarvabhutanam
Sarvabhutanam.
Viddhi partha sanatanam.
Vidhi
Viddhi
Partha
Buddhir buddhimatamasmi.
Buddhir
Buddhimatam
Tejas tejasvinamaham.
Tejasvinamaham.
Aham.
Actually, in 7th chapter, 5th verse, Bhagavan is declared as he is the efficient cause of whole Jagat. And in 6th, Bhagavan is declared Aham Upadana Karana. He is a material cause of whole world that we have seen. And in 7th verse, 7th chapter, 7th verse, Bhagavan says, there is a no superior than me. Mattaha parataram na anyata. There is a no one is superior than me. So I am a causeless cause. I don't have any cause. And idam sarvam mai protam. Everything, whatever here, everything is woven in me. Mai protam, like sutre maniganaha iva. Like in thread, there are different beads. Gana means group, mani means beads. There are different groups of beads are in one string. Same way, whole world is in me. So everything, I am the cause of whole Jagat, abhinna nimitta upadan karana, that we have seen in 7th verse. And from 8 to I think up to 12th verse. Yeah. Up to 12th verse, Bhagavan is just narrating whatever you see in the world and what is the great, it is because of me only. So we have seen 8th verse of 7th chapter. Bhagavan says, Aham apsu rasaha. Bhagavan says, myself, Aham apsu. In the water, Aham rasaha. The original taste of in water, that myself only. There is a, when rain comes, after one set of rain, then we have a taste of that rain. Is difficult, is a totally different taste. It's called apsu aham rasa. That taste, Bhagavan says, original taste. And we can say, Bhagavan would like to tell, I am in the form of the taste. That myself, same way, light prabha, aham shashi suryayoho prabha asmi. The light of sun lord and the light of moon are also myself. I am a light of both of them. Actually, it is a reflective light, but still, Bhagavan says that myself only. And pranavaha sarva vedeshu. Last time we have seen that Omkara, all mantras of all 4 Vedas, particularly 3 Vedas, are collapsed in a uma that we have seen last time. Vedeshu pranavaha aham shabdaha ke. Ke means in the space. I am in the form of the sound. Shabda paurusham nrushu. Among human being, whatever strength is there, balam. So here the nrushu is not only men, but here nrushu means all human beings. They have capacity to different type to do different type of activities, then all activities are only because of me. Paurusham Drushu. That we have seen last week. So when Bhagavan has declared, Tasmin Pranava Bhute Mai Sarva Vedaha Protaha. Tasmin means in that Pranava Bhute, in the form of that Omkara. And what is that Omkara? It is none other than me. This is myself. All Vedas are woven. So all Vedas are nothing but Ishvara only. Tatha Khe, Khe means Akashe. Like same way in the space, Shabdaha, Sarabhutaha. Bhutaha means in the form of that essence, Tasmin, that Shabda, Mai, Khamprotam. So I am pervaded, I am woven in Kham, means in Akasha. And last one is Tatha Paurusham. The meaning of Paurusham means Purushasya Bhavaha. Here the meaning of Purusha means Navadvare Pure Dehi Neva Kurvanna Karaya. Here the meaning of Purusha means we have a Pura means city. Pure Vasati iti Purusha. Bhagavan has given a 9 door of this physical body, and a Jivatma who lives inside the body, it's called Purusha. That Jivatma has, that identification. So Bhagavan says, Purushasya bhavaha yataha pumbuddhihi. That identification gives that sense, I am a human being. Here the meaning pu is again is not Purusha, but as a human being. Even I'm a human being, maybe male or maybe female. That identification gives that identification of male-female identification. Drushu means among that human beings, tasmin mai purushaha protaha. In that paurusham, the activity of doing different type of things, in that activity, all purushaha means all jivatma is woven. If we think, if you are human being and we don't have capacity to do anything, there are many children I have seen, there are many grown-up children, but still they are totally paralyzed. They can't do anything, so they don't have this paurusham. They can't do anything. It's called paurusham. It is not main strength, but paurusham means the strength of doing different type of activity. That activity is possible because of Ishvara only. So what we are doing, even what are available inside the Veda, Bhagavan says, everything is woven in me. Nothing is outside of me. Like we say in tapestry, all fabrics are woven. Same way, this is a tapestry of whole Jagat. Inside, variegated different type of Jivatma are woven inside the tapestry. Bhagavan says, I am that woven tapestry, that fabric that I am. I think we have seen Bhashyam last time, yeah. So here in this shloka, there are total 5 elements, no? Akashaha, Vayuhu, Agnihi, Jalaham, and Prithvi. So in 8th verse, Bhagavan has taken one element, Apsu, means water, and Khe Shabdaha. So 2 elements are covered in 8th verse. Now Bhagavan is again in this verse, 9th verse, again Bhagavan says, Prithvi, one element, and Vibhavaso means fire. So we have already chanted, Punya Gandhaha Prithivyancha Tejas Tejahacha Asmi vibhavaso jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapahacha asmi tapasvishu. Punya Gandha. Here the meaning of punya is not, is like punya papa. But punyaham, the meaning is called pavitram. Shuchi. There are different fragrance, but among which one is more auspicious, more pavitra, more pure? So Bhagavan says, Pruthivyam Gandha Punya. In Mother Earth, there is a typical fragrance. And when even again, when first rain comes, then from earth, there's a typical fragrance come. That fragrance, Bhagavan says, Ahamasmi. That is myself. Same way, Vibhavaso means fire is also among 5 elements. So in fire, Tejaha. The meaning of Tejaha, we can say is a heat, and Tejaha we can take as a brilliance. If Bhagavan says that is myself, Sarva Bhuteshu Jivanam. Everywhere we have to add Pruthivyam Punya Gandha Ahamasmi. Vibhavasau Tejaha Ahamasmi. Sarva Bhuteshu Jivanam Ahamasmi. And Tapasvishu Tapahacha Ahamasmi. So Sarva Bhuteshu Jivanam. In all being, I am a Jivanam. So Jivanam we can take as in 2 ways. One, we can take as a food. Without food, nobody can survive. So food is our life, Jivanam. One meaning is Jivanam is equal to food, Annam. And another meaning of Jivanam is Prana. Without Prana, person cannot survive. So both meaning we can take as a Jivanam. I think I might have told one story. It comes in Prashna Upanishad. So in our subtle body, we know there are 5 plus 5 plus 5, 5 organ of perception, 5 is organ of action, Pancha Pranaha, and we can take only Man Buddhi, not Chit Ahankar. So 2. They all starts fighting among them. This all. 5 Gnanendriya, Karmendriya, Prana, and Man Buddhi. They all say, we are great, we are great. Without us, person cannot live. So they among the fight, starting fighting, and they say, we are the best and we are the great. Then who will decide who is the great? So one person, somebody has suggested, you do one thing. Like people goes holidays, no? Same way, they say all one by one, all Gnanendriya, one by one, all Karmendriya should go for holidays for one month. Let's see what happened to this body. So they say, yes, okay, fine. So first is all our 5 sense organ. One by one they goes. Chakshu says, I want to do my activity for 1 month. That person becomes blind. But still, the activity continues, no? All thing keeps continuing. So after 1 month, then ear goes, then Granendriya, everything, touch, smell, taste, but still person doesn't have any problem. Life keeps going. Then after Karmendriya says, okay, we won't work for again one month. So leg says, hand says, one by they all start staying. Even Jiva says, still person's life is going on. Then mind and buddhi says, okay, we won't work. We are going for holidays. We won't work for 1 plus 1, 2 months. Then still person remains in coma. can able to take any decision, but still doesn't happen to that person. Life is going on. Last prana says, let me go out for one month. Even he starts, he's just about to go. Every says, please come down. Without you, what will we do? So prana, without prana, life cannot possible. So here we can take jivanam as a prana. Among all people, who is the Jivan Bhagwan? Yes, I am alive. So we can take both ways. Shankaracharya ji has not explained what is the meaning of Jivanam. But Puja Swami ji and other even Anand Giri Tika, they have discussed the meaning of Jivan we can take as food or prana. Same way, Bhagwan says, myself only. Tapaha, tapasvishu. There are many monks, there are many ascetics among them. Bhagwan says, aham tapaha. That austerity, that I am. The meaning of tapaha means life of discipline only. If we say, I speak truth for 1 month, so this is a tapaha. So this is one type of discipline. So it says, we all have all potential within us. But by tapping that potential, Bhagavan said, that potential is myself. So whatever you do tapas, vak tapas, then even manas tapas, pure thought should be there. Everywhere, whatever you can do, that person can do, that tapaha, that I am, that potential of doing tapas, that myself. So really speaking, what Puja Swamiji used to say, there is no new jnanam, no new knowledge. Only we are rubbing our ignorance, we are removing our ignorance, and there is a gnanam only. Same way, everything is available, like tejaha, gandhaha, jivanam is available. We have to just tap it. And everything we can see, everywhere is Ishvara is there. So Bhagavan says, without gandhaha, there is no Prithvi. So I am in the form of the fragrance in Mother Earth. There is no brilliance or heat in, if there is no heat and brilliance in the fire, then what is the meaning of fire? So I am that very heat myself. So everywhere, whatever the brilliance, whatever the, great thing, Bhagavan says that myself. Now Shankaracharya ji explains. Punya Gandha Prithivyancha. First, Shankaracharya ji will explain here. Chakara also. Punya. The Shankaracharya ji explained Surabhi. Here the meaning of Punya is not Punya Papa, but here the meaning of Punya is not rich, but Surabhi is equal to Gandha. Good fragrance. So it says even each and every flowers have their own fragrance. There's rose, even this jasmine, different fragrance, but all comes from Prithvi only, no? So this original fragrance are mixed with this flower's fragrance. So still each and every fragrance, there is an original fragrance in the form of Ishvara is there. So it says, Surabhi means fragrance is Gandha Prithivyam. So inside this Prithvi, Aham, that is myself. And again Shankaracharya explained, Tasmin Mai Gandhabhute. So I am in the form of yet Tasmin. So in that, Mai means in me. Now, who is me? Gandhabhute. I am in the form of the fragrance. And I am woven in whole Prithvi. So Bhagavan is just like woven inside the Prithvi in the form of fragrance. So whenever we have that fragrance, we can say this is Ishvara only. How beautiful. Here in seventh verse, in 7th chapter, even somewhere in the 9th chapter, and in the 10th chapter, Bhagavan has described, I mean, form of, in various, all vibhutis Bhagavan has described. But here in Gita, Bhagavan has described all good things. So fragrance in Prithvi, light in fire. But in Rudram, Bhagavan is, in Rudram it is told, Bhagavan is both, even negative and positive also. Namasahamanaya nivyadina avyadina. This whole Anuvaka, 1, 2 and 3rd Anuvaka is given to different type of thieves. There are different type of thieves. Everything Bhagavan says, me only, Namaha. Unto that also, it's Namaha. So in Bhagavan's eye, really speaking, there is no good and bad. Everything is Ishvara. So here also, here Bhagavan is mentioned only good. But there also, even in Rudram, they say, even I am at that fourth also. I am Sikta, means send is I am myself. Everything is described in Rudram, no? Bhagavan says, I am only. Means in that Rudram is, Bhagavan is appeared as a Upadan Karanam. Here Bhagavan is also explaining, I am in the form of Upadan Karanam. So in the form of the fragrance, I am woven in Prithvi. And again, Shankaracharya explained what is the punya. So punyatvam gandhasya swabhavatah. That pure fragrance, here punyatvam means totally pure. Fragrance is the nature of gandhasya swabhavatah. That pureness is the nature of fragrance. Eva, indeed, pruthivyam darshitam. It is shown in Prithvi. Same thing we can include, Shankaracharya says, abadishu. Here, up adishu. Up means water. And again, Bhagavan has explained that come. So in both also, in the form of rasaha, I am woven inside the water. In the form of sound, I am woven inside the space. So he says, abadishu rasadehe, up plus ka, ras plus shabda adehe, punyatva upalakshanartham. Punyatva means that pureness. Here punyatva means pure. Pure means pure, without any content. Upalakshanartham. And if somebody asks, even now we have only bad fragrance also. So that also explained by Shankaracharya ji. He says, apunyatvam tu. So there is also not pure, apunyatvam, which is a mixed gandhadina. There is a mixed different type of fragrance. From where did it comes? So he says, avidya dharmadi apeksham. It is having considered ignorance and adharma. Having considered sansarinam, this whole sansari people, bhuta vishesa sansarga nimittam. It is because of, it comes in contact with different type of bhuta. We can take bhuta as a human being also. We can take a bhuta, different type of elements. We can mix it. It says sansargam nimittam bhavati. So it is not remain pure, no? That punyatvam goes. It is become a mixed. Nowadays, different type of attar, different type of fragrance are available. It is a not punya, it is a not pure, but it is a mixed. But it is because of avidya, ignorance of people, and adharma of people. Otherwise, the pure fragrance in Prithvi is totally pure. Tejaha vibhavaso. So now Shankaracharya is explaining Tejaha means dipti, brilliance, heat, whatever. Cha asmi vibhavaso means agno, in the fire. So we can again add Teja bhutaha. Here Teja bhute agno prota. I'm woven inside the fire in the form of brilliance or heat. And Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu. So Tatha Jivanam. Same way I am a life of all being. So Shankaracharya explain what is the meaning of Jivanam. He says, Yena Jivanti Sarvani Bhutani, because of which all beings are living. So he didn't put what I said, food or prana, but because of food, this is our body can sustain, and because of prana, our body can have that life. So we can take jivanam, yena pranena, yena annena, sarvani bhutani jivanti, tad jivanam. That is called jivanam. So there are people, always I used to tell, they say I am alone. They always have problem of aloneness. But whenever this portion of this Gita, if somebody understands, I can tell there is we are not alone anytime. Anybody with us, but one thing is always with us is Ishvara. Because Bhagavan says, in the form of prana, in the form of food, Bhagavan is always with us. That Jivana. Tapahacha asmi tapasvishu. Tapaha, different type of discipline, austerity. That I am in tapasvishu. There are many ascetics. I am that austerity. Tasmin tapasi. So we have all type of potential. In the form of discipline, we have to just tap it. We say a child has all type of potential. It should come out. And whatever potential we have, it is nothing but Ishvara only. So we should not boast. Sometimes we say, I have kept, observed silence for 1 month. Not because we are something, but Ishvara has come in the form of silence and he keeps silent for 1 month. That is called Ishvara. So if we understand really everything, so our ahankara will go. Whatever inside us is nothing but Ishvara. If we can speak, that power of speaking is Ishvara. If we can walk, that power of walking is Ishvara. We can't do anything without Ishvara. Everything, whatever inside, that power is Ishvara. So here he has given only one example, Bhagavan, but whatever we can do with this body, if we can think, if we can talk, if we can hear, whatever different type of activity, everything is possible because of Bhagavan only. So here is Shankaracharya is written, Tasmin tapasi, in that tapas, in that austerity, mai, in me, tapasvinaha protaha. All ascetics are just woven in me in the form of different type of austerity. So that's why I told right now, okay, what we are doing, whatever thing we are doing, is nothing because of me, because of Ishvara only. So I think Puja Swamiji is written in his Gita home study. If we can understand this line, we stop boasting about ourselves. Okay, I have done this. I did this tapas. Because of this, I have some siddhi. It is just, useless. Because everything is Ishvara only. In 10th verse, Bhagavan says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam viddhi partha sanatanam buddhihi buddhimatam asmi tejah tejasvinamaham. Sarva bhutanam sanatanam bijam mam viddhi. Then somebody says, this is the Anvaya. But somebody says, Sanatanam Bijam, the meaning is I am a cause of, eternal cause of all beings. If we take Sanatanam adjective of Bijam, then the meaning of this line is, I am the eternal cause of all beings. But here, what Bhagavan is describing is not in general, because Bhagavan has already told, Mai Prabhava Pralayastata. So I am a cause of everything. So here, we cannot take Sanatanam Bijam, but somebody says we have to, this adjective should go with Mam. Sarva Bhutanam Bijam Mam Vitti. Sarva Bhutanam Bijam Sanatanam Mam Vitti. Here the Bijam means seed, cause, whatever we say. And according to Pujya Swamiji's language, we can see biological order. Bijam means biological order. So, Sanatanam Mam. So, Sarva Bhutana Bijam, Sanatanam Mam Vitti. So, Bhagavan has given different type of, yonis, from human being to many. So, everywhere, according to biological order, human being's child is human being only. All animals' child is animal only. Even all plants, they have planted whatever seed, that plant only. That is Sanatanam. That is eternal. Nobody can change. That is I am. There is not Sanatanam Bija. Because Sanatanam is already discussed. I was, I used to think, if Bhagwan is not become a biological order, then what will be happen? So, delivery time, the person should be waiting outside. He was talking to other person last time at the delivery time. My wife has born some donkey. I don't know this time what will be born, because if we are not sure what will come, if biological order won't be there, then what will happen? So Bhagavan says, Aham Bijam, I am said, Sanatanam. So Sanatanam we can is the adjective of Mam. Sarva Bhutanam Bijam Sanatanam Mam Vitti. Plus Bhagavan says, Buddhihi Buddhimatamasmi. So here the meaning of Buddhi means discrimination power. So among all intellectual people, I am a discrimination intellect. That myself, Tejaha Tejasvinamaha. Even that Buddhi we can take is a free will. This free will, Bhagavan says, is given to only human being only. Because of that free will, that can use their buddhi. What we are using our buddhi, that buddhi is nothing, but Bhagavan says, myself only. So even we cannot boast about our intellect. I am a very highly intellectual person. That intellect also, Bhagavan says, is myself. And same way, Tejas Vinamaham. There are many brilliant people in the different type of field. In arts, in science, in finance, there are different type of brilliant. In among all, that brilliance is me. Even then, that people cannot boast. Here, when can understand this Bhagavan's all line, our ahankara will go, our ahankara will meet. Because there is a one line of Kabira, I think, or Surdas, I don't know. Prem galiyati sankari tame don samay. मैं रहूं या हरि रहे. So there is a street of a love in which only one can remain. So he says, मैं रहूं या हरि रहे. Either I can live or Lord can live. So let Lord can live only. Because of Lord is everything. And whatever I say is nothing, ahankara only. So when we understand this all lines, there is our whole ahankara should be go. Now, Shankaracharya is explaining this. Bijam. He says, Bijam praroha karanam. Praroha means it should be germinate. Praroha karanam mam vidhi. You should know, this is my vidhi. You should know. And bijam of what? He says, sarva bhutana. For all being. Partha, Sanatanam is Chirantanam. It is eternal. So all are in 10th, I think, in 10th chapter, Bhagavan says, Arjuna said to Krishna, having seen all, I think in 11th chapter, in 11th chapter, Arjuna said to Lord Krishna, having seen all this Vishwa Swarupa, he said, Sthane Rushikesh Tava Prakirti. Everything is in on place only. So whatever is coming from wheat out of wheat, even rice out of rice, everything, mung out of it, human being out of human, everything is on place, sthane only. That sanatanam, chirantanam, mam vidhi, that is me only. Bijam means praro, that germination, praroha karanam, that cause of germination, that myself only. Plus kincha buddhi, he said, among these also, buddhi means that free will, discrimination power. So Shankaracharya has written, Antahakaranasya Viveka Shakti, discrimination power of our subtle body, that also Aham Asmi. Asmi means is myself only. So again, our Ahankara will melt, should go. He is nothing but Ishvara. Buddhimatam, Buddhimatam, up to here. So Buddhimatam means Viveka Shakti Matam, a people who has a discrimination power. That very discrimination power is myself only. That's why that Hanumanji's one line, no? Somebody asked Hanumanji, what is the relationship between you and Rama? At that time, Hanumanji says, Deha buddhya dasoham, jiva buddhya tvad anshakaha, atma buddhya tameva aham, iti nishchitame mati. So whenever I see at my gross body level, so I am your servant. But when I think I am a jiva, so you, tvad anshakaha, I am a part of you. But when I think at the consciousness level, there is no difference between myself and Rama. This is Nishchitamati. This is my definition, definite, Nishchayatmika Buddhi. So he says, Vivek, that's why, whatever, Vivek Shakti, to speak this is also, Bhagavan says, this is a power of me. That discrimination power belongs to Ishvara only. And Tejaha, Tejasvinamaha. So here Tejaha means brilliance, Pragalpyam. Tadvatam, one who has this is called Tadvatam. One who has Tejaha, it's called Tejavatam. Tadvatam is Tejavatam, Tejasvinam Aham. So here Tejaha, there are different type of brilliance, what I have said. In every field, from take to Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, even Shudra, even from all Brahmachari ashram, they have different type of powers. All powers, that all brilliance, it says is nothing but me only. Puja Swamiji's teacher, Guru, what was name? I just forgot, who was passed away in 2004.
Chinmayananda, Swami Chinmayananda.
No, is there, but from who he studies Brahma Sutra. What was his Brahma
Giri, Taranandagiri.
Taranandji, yeah,
Taranandagiri.
Yeah, Taranandgiri. Taranandgiri doesn't keep any book with him. He has by-hearted Bhashyam, all Shankaracharya's Bhashyam. He has by-hearted all Gita Bhashyam, even Brahma Sutra Bhashyam, even he has by-hearted all Mahabharatam, Ramayanam, everything. So when we ask which shloka or which number page, he said, this is in this page. This is called brilliance. It's true. Keep it all in memory. That brilliance belongs to Ishvara. Even Taranandi, we can say great, but he knows his brilliance belongs to Ishvara. The same way, different people have different type of capacity, different type of brilliance. That all brilliance belongs to Ishvara only. That we will stand only. Balam balabatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. We will see tomorrow more, but still Bhagavan says kamaraga vivarjitam balam, for balavatam aham. There is a strength in all balavatam, but which type of strength? This is a very important thing. Kamaraga vivarjitam. That I am a desire also. Kamaha asmi. I am a desire. But which type of desire? Which doesn't oppose dharma. Dharma, this is very important. Dharma aviruddha kamaha asmi. Among people, bhuteshu. But more detail we will see tomorrow. Any question? What is in Rudram? No, Raviji, same is in here. All 7th, 9th, and 10th. Only Bhagavan has described goody, good thing. But in Rudram, everything. All Bhayanaka, all everything is Bhagavan said. So we should not afraid. Otherwise, people can afraid. If something good is always Ishvara, and this is evil, there is no evil in our Shastra. Everything is Ishvara. That's right.
Even in Devi Mahatmya, it says, no, the Bhranti Roop, like madness also is Devi only.
Devi only. So there is no positive, negative. Here everything is Ishvara. It's, I think this positive negative is for balancing, So both balance is Ishvara. Papa is Ishvara, Punya is Ishvara. Same way, everything is Ishvara.
It's like you were saying, Swaminiji, that the Hanumanji statement, it is the perspective, right? When I identify with the
myself with
certain way, then I can say positive, negative, but then I can go beyond that also.
Yeah. Because in spite of having known I'm reality, I'm consciousness, still we have to deal with this Dvaita only, no? We have to deal with people only. So at that time we should remember with other is Ishvara only.
As you have told Swami, only in Dvaita you can realize you are actually Advaita.
Yeah. And still after having knowledge, we still remain in Dvaita only. Our life is there. What can we?
And the Hanumanji Shlokam that shows that one who has that learning and attitude is actually constantly in Nishtha. There is no special Nishtha. They're already in Nishtha.
Yeah.
There's no special experience, I should say. That's what you said before. No special experience.
Yeah. Every experience is Ishvara only, no? If we are tapas, that is Ishvara. If I think, that thinking power is Ishvara. If I can speak, that power is Ishvara. We cannot never away with Ishvara. Everything is Ishvara only. That's why there is no special experience we need. Everything is Ishvara. And the best thing I know that Puja Swamiji says, in the form of this gravitational force is Ishvara. So how can we away from it? Gravitational force is always with us. Otherwise, if we want there, we can fly. But everything, otherwise we can go down from Earth. Earth has kept always.
And then the statement that he made, that no special experience needed, that's just because we are ignorant. But there's really no special experience possible.
Next impossible.
Yeah.
Everything very beautiful. 7th chapter is really very beautiful, if you can understand. Because Bhagavan has explained even both Karana is myself, and now he's explaining who Bhagavan is. That's why Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatena Ukta, and what is the subject matter is also Bhagavan. Otherwise, somebody has said somebody else. So here Bhagavan is Bhagavata Ukta. It is explained by Ishvara, and subject matter is also Bhagavan. So both. It's even compared to Upanishad, this is considered more auspicious because everything is told by Ishvara only.
It's why in the 5th chapter that Bhagavan spends a lot of time on this prana upasana, meaning breathing and right, all that meditation.
6th chapter, yeah.
6th, yeah, sorry.
6, yeah.
Swami TV said, if you understand your breath, you know life. Like if you know the prana, you know everything. Like then you know the life.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the other day when you're watching breath. You see what a marvelous gift it is. That we are absolutely unappreciative of that, But when you look at people struggling for oxygen in India, you realize that you have the greatest gift already, that you can breathe, and that prana shakti is with you. It's a gift. I mean, you didn't earn it or anything, It is already there. It's constantly, it is there. And we just take it for granted,
Yeah, we don't have time to appreciate.
Yeah.
Most of people.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what, Swaminiji, like what you are saying, it really struck me that you are never alone. You are never away from Ishvara.
Yeah.
So the greatest wealth is that awareness of Ishvara all the time. And the greatest calamity is forgetfulness of Ishvara, that Vipad Vismaranam Vishnu Sampan Narayana Smriti.
Yeah.
All this is wonderful, actually. There's water, soil, smell, plants, everything. Yeah.
It's just beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you. It's very nice, Swamiji.
We take so many things for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. We
Without
take
even
everything for granted.
Everything. Because we are so busy.
Everything is given.
Yeah. So we don't have time to think other things. We are totally.
But how can we learn if we don't realize that we are blessed with all these things, right? So that's the sad part.
Yeah.
We are missing.
So in the 2nd chapter, Bhagavan says one who doesn't take this effort is actually a miserly person.
Yeah, Krupana.
Yeah, forget that verse. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting way to look at it as a
really,
miserly
you're
thing.
right. I mean, in spite of having everything, you are Kripana. So it is as if you don't have anything. You have all these gifts, but if you don't appreciate it, you have nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a definition of a poor person is not that he doesn't have any money. A person who has a lot of money but doesn't appreciate it is a poor person.
Poor person, yeah. So there is one story. One fakir has gone to Akbar. He said he would like to ask something. So then the old people says, "Can you please wait outside? Akbar is doing his namaz, something." Then he says, okay. So he was waiting outside, and when he has finished his namaz and we come out, then he says, "What can I do for you?" He says, "I don't want nothing. I don't want anything from you." He says, "Right, so you are also same beggar like me." You keep on asking, oh, Allah, Allah, something give me. So why should I ask you? I will ask Allah only. I don't want anything.
Kripena verse is 49 verse in 2nd chapter.
What was that?
Yeah.
Starts
Thank you.
from
Durena hevaram karma.
Buddhi Yoga
Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya. Buddham Sharanam Anvicha Kripana Pala Hetava.
Phala hetava. Because you're always seeking phala, so you're poor. You know, what you have, you are not happy with. You are seeking something you don't have.
It's not there.
Even
Hello.
Then why do we pray God for do this for me, do that for me? Why we have to do that, Swamiji?
for Ishvara only we can do. No, we need not to ask any person. That's why. That
But
Fakira
we
said,
say he knows how to what to give and when to give to us. But
but more specific we are, more we can have specific result. You know, in general, Bhagwan can give. But if you want something specific, like Swamiji was sick, we did specific prayer, so we can have result. No? Same thing. That's why.
Actually, Puji Swamiji said, you better have if you want to pray specifically. Very specific reason we should pray.
Yeah.
Because in Vyavaharika you have needs, but it's that awareness that you don't need anything should be there in the mind all the time. Like but Swamiji is a good example, Swamiji, that Swamiji's health we pray, that makes sense. Like so we can pray for anyone in terms of their well-being and all that. That's okay. Right?
Yep. Nothing wrong. In family also, somebody is sick, we can pray.
Yep.
Somebody needs something, we can pray. No problem. Even we can ask also, okay, make our mind pure. This is also specific.
yeah.
Yeah. This is
That's a
also
beautiful prayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that is definitely everyone should do, I think.
Yeah. Make me fearless.
Yeah.
You know.
Abhayat. Yeah. Dvaitat bhayam bhayati. Advaitat always abhayam.
Yes. Even if we think, even the sthira buddhi, like we think everything is God and nothing different, but still after some time we forget it, right? I mean, at least I forget it. So at least we should
actually more and
pray
more
God to think
more we
always.
listen, more we with this satsanga, it will stay in our mind.
Yep.
It will take time, but it will stay.
We can also calm ourselves, like if we are forgetful or we get angry or something, that is also Ishvara playing out.
But
we
we cannot justify like that, right? Even people who does bad things, they can just say, okay, I'm doing, Ishvara is making me do this.
That is ignorance.
We cannot say like that, right?
No.
If you are sincere, then you don't say like that, right?
Yeah.
You take responsibility for your thing. You can be clever and say all kinds of things, but that you're cheating yourself.
No, but Swami Vivekananda had a good example. No, the killer or thief can say that, but the judge is also Ishvara, he said.
Sure, he's going to put him behind bars.
Goes in circles then.
Yes. A skilled thief, he will say, no?
I mean, that what Matangi was saying, like, I was just reading Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's Guru Totapuri, he was a Vedantin. He was teaching him all the highest truth, and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was meditating upon them. But then he saw one time Totapuri was yelling at somebody because he messed up or, some mistake. And then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was saying, you are teaching everything is Brahman, why are you yelling at him? And Totapuri accepted his mistake. He said, yes, I lost, this awareness, that I am Brahman and he is also Brahman, everything is. But I saw this division between me and him, So if it happened to Totapuri, definitely,
Yeah, definitely. Shall we do Purnamada?
Swaminiji, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swami.
Om Purnamada
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti
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 Shanti Hari
Hari Om
Shri
Shri
Guru
Guru Namaha Hari
Hari
Om
Om